Hello everybody, we are going to be taking a look today at our golf simulator shed designs that we have available. So these are new products that we're offering here at Carl's Place, and while I haven't had a chance to dive into them very much, Nate here helped actually design these, and he made sure that they are going to be compatible with our golf simulators, I think specifically our built-in kits. So yeah, I'm excited. Let's take a look. All right, so first up, we are looking at the Four Seasons hideaway design.
Yeah, you can see on this one, we're definitely a bit smaller, but we've used a ground-mounted launch monitor in there to allow for that. A hitting mat setup for single-handed player. So still a nice built-in kit, nice finished product.
Yeah, I like how you've got the vaulted ceilings in there to allow for more height, but then you've got the actual golf simulator area nice and framed in so everything works in there properly.
So as you can see with this floor plan, it is a bit smaller, so you may need to be slightly off center in the space, like a right-handed player maybe shifted over to the right, vice versa for a left. So here we have a single-handed setup, ground-mounted launch monitor and hitting mat or 5x8 hot shot mat shown in there to work well with a single-handed player.
Yeah, so it's gonna work great if you've got just right-handed or just left-handed golfers in there, not necessarily if you're gonna be switching back and forth between both.
Yeah, as we started to consider options for these different shed plans, with this one in particular, the Four Seasons Hideaway, the focus was definitely around a single-handed use setup. One player probably using this in their backyard, maybe one player and a buddy type of thing. So you can see we have ground-mounted launch monitor. I think this rendering here is showing the iMini Lite, but any ground-mounted launch monitor could be an option in this space. Using a hitting mat with a single-handed setup, like our 5x8 hot shot mat, and then a projector to fill the screen.
Yeah, looking at the outside, again, it's nice, it's compact. I'm assuming you have your choice of materials for siding, or is that the siding we recommend?
Yeah, so I'd say any of these plans that we're going to look at here, you or the contractor may have different suggestions as to how you want something done, or certain preferences to how you want it put together, and final dimensions might change. So you'll see on any of these shed plan pages, we don't have a pre-selected product list. You may change to a different kit. You may change the padding depth on there, or certain launch monitor, hitting mat, based on your personal preference or even budget in the space. So we definitely have some recommendations, and you'll see those in all the renderings as we move forward. But final selection, final dimensions, all those are important. Come down to the user in the end, and we'll help you through that process and select what's going to work best for your space.
All right, so this one is going to be our next step up in size. You can see it's got a more traditional looking roof. It's got the, I don't know, what would you call those windows up top?
Dormer. It's got a dormer up top on the roof to allow a little bit more light in up above. A bit more character, I'd say, to this one, in my opinion. It looks a bit sharper, kind of that farmhouse style look.
Yeah, for sure. And then once you get inside here, you can see it's a bigger layout, a little more space. It's designed to be 14 feet wide, 20 feet deep. So that will give you a better chance of hitting right from the center of the space. Maybe not everybody can hit from the middle of the room, but usually 14 feet is kind of the minimum width that we will say a lot of people should be able to hit from the middle.
Yeah, and I think you'll find on our customer service team, a lot of times that's the recommendation we're going with. Have around 7 feet in any side around the golfer, any direction around the golfer, to comfortably and freely swing from either left or right-handed hitting positions. And the hitting mat, even that you'll see in here, switching up to our 4x9 hot shot hitting mat to allow for both left and right-handed players to comfortably swing. Yeah,
this is going to be for a golfer who wants to invite some people over. You're going to have lefties and righties in the space, and someone who maybe wants a little bit of a cleaner look to the area, just having the ability to get that launch monitor up off the floor onto the ceiling, I think makes the space look just a little more open.
Yeah, and even the ability to keep everything looking symmetrical and centered. Having an overhead launch monitor mounted to the center of the room, keeping your projector center, the T center, just helps to that overall finished look when you step into a space. Really purpose-built appearance when you walk into this one.
All right, so we're moving on to the Rain or Shine Retreat. Again, it's going to be a little bit of a larger setup, it looks like, more traditional roof. I do like this kind of, what is that, an eave that comes out the front, and have a nice little sitting area out there. You get done with your round of golf, go have an Arnold Palmer or John Daly out front on a nice summer night.
Yeah, adds, maybe even on the back end, you could do, office space if you wanted to, kind of do this as a, work from home type studio in addition to a golf sim. And the rendering here, we've shown, a kitchen sink and I believe a little mini fridge in there to take care of your Arnold Palmers if in there if you want. But
so this one is going to be another bit of a step up in size. This one, the internal dimensions, you're looking at about 15 wide, 21 deep, 352 square feet. So you're getting a little more area in there. It'll make it easier for more golfers to be able to hit right from the center of the space.
Yeah, a taller golfer, allowing them a bit more room than the last shed design we looked at. A bit more comfort even, kind of get rid of some of maybe that indoor swing syndrome, feeling like you're going to hit the wall. Yeah, and I'd say, here, again, not only the swing space in there, but a bit wider screen, more immersive feel to it. Just a step up all around.
So this next one we're looking at is the Always Sunny Inn. I don't know, I really like the look of this one. I like that kind of single pitch roof, but this one is going to be a lot larger than the first single pitch roof that we looked at, which is nice.
It adds on that larger porch as well, so you have a outdoor area in addition to just the golf sim on the inside.
Yeah, that wraparound. It looks fantastic, and plenty of seating out there. And then heading into the inside, you can see, again, an even larger area. You've got a section back there where you could put a couch or something for multiple guests to sit in.
And I think we're looking at just under 400 square feet on this plan here. As you can see on the renderings here, we did model in a flat section of that ceiling. From the outside it's a single pitch roof, but on the inside we have a modeled in flat section of that ceiling, give you more flexibility to choose your preferred projector and have a flat surface to mount it from.
This seems like it's gonna be like a party space where you've got a lot more room that isn't dedicated to golf simulation, where you can have a spot for people to just hang out as you're golfing, or a spot for a couch. So if you just want to put a game on and not golf at all, this is going to be a good spot for it.
To me, I almost imagine this is like a larger, maybe like pool house almost. Like if I had a really nice backyard and had a pool or an entertaining space out there, I really like that this has that covered porch on two sides, allows you to still be outside, enjoy the rest of that space, but look inside and see all the action on the inside too.
Next, we have the Clear Skies Clubhouse.
Man, so what are we looking at here? We got outdoor kitchen.
Yeah, you've got outdoor cooking area, indoor kitchen, seating area, both in and outdoors. Huge hitting space, 17 by 19 hitting area. This is starting to get into like not a shed anymore. This is like almost a small home. This is like the size of my first apartment.
To me, I'd say this Clear Skies Clubhouse floor plan is not just a golf simulator, but could really be treated as like a whole family entertainment. I'm thinking movie nights. Got a couple of kids. The setup here, if we don't use the optional closet, you could set up more of a 16:9 format screen in this space pretty easily, and then have whole family, friends, have them over for movie nights.
Something that'd be perfect. You have that kind of porch right outside, have that lead out to the pool. Kids are swimming. You can be up there enjoying a cocktail, or inside golfing, but still have a good view outside with all the windows in the space. The actual golf hitting area is going to be 17 by 19, 17 wide, 19 deep. Then you've also got like a living space behind that that's about 10 by 11. You've got a 6 by 10 kitchen, and then the 16 by 12 outdoor area. So a lot of space to work with.
Yeah, so looking right around 540 square feet on this one. This is where I think you disappear to for the weekend. You clock out on Friday and see you on Monday morning when I leave, come back.
Finally, let's look at the Fairweather Lodge. Yeah, Lodge is definitely accurate with this one. Totally different than the rest of the ones we've looked at. This is gonna be a 2-story setup. So this is no longer a shed. This is a house right here. You've got full porch that goes around most of the entire area. That's gonna be nice if it's sunny outside. That's gonna help shade those windows a bit, keep some of that direct light from coming in. As we go inside here, you see you've got a huge golf area. You've got a full kitchen, so you can prepare all your meals. Nice sitting area. There's a bathroom back in the corner right next to the kitchen there. When you head upstairs here, you see you've got a nice loft area, storage, seating area, whatever you want here. There's a bedroom area over to the one side. So this is truly like a full house. You could build this on a piece of property and you could live in your golf simulator.
Yep. And I'd say for this one, you can anything you want out of a golf simulator, this is going to offer for you. You know, plenty of room to use any of the launch monitors we'd consider. Plenty of room for a 16:9 ratio setup. Get that nice widescreen format, full immersive type feel, and still be comfortable to golf. For me, an ideal setup here, you know, turf the entire golf sim area. I build that turf up so I can have a recessed hitting mat, a nice finished look. Probably pair that with, you know, like a Unicore IX02. Run GS Pro software on there. Throw some movies on, some Packer games on the weekends, you know, whatever it might be. The space is going to offer it all.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. If I was going all out with a setup like this, I might lean a little more towards something like a TrackMan for launch monitors, step up to that highest level. But otherwise, yeah, the area with the recessed mat and just have one like contiguous hitting area, it just looks so nice. I think that'd be great.
As your shed project comes together, you're going to have questions along the way. Our customer service team is here and happy to help. Able to talk you through those options. Even once you get final dimensions of your space, we're going to be there to help make those final selections and provide you a detailed quote to get things ordered and get the installation on the way.
So those are all of the designs we have for our golf room sheds. If there's any that really stand out to you, let us know in the comments below which one you like. And as always, we will see you in the next one.